Hi. Yes, it's Lou. I'm going to try to get into the bed, but I know if I go to bed early, I'm going to wake up early. But maybe, I don't know, maybe I just need to try to sleep around the clock. I'm being facetious, okay? I'm talking about beauty sleep. That would be really nice if that was a possibility. Oh, people. Okay, so I'm going to do something different. I just got off my knees, said my prayers. I'm going to try to go to bed early, and it's around, I'm thinking it's around 9:30. Might be a little later. My lips are chapped. Sorry. Um, so a friend of mine, and I guess a friend of you guys is too, because she responds on here quite a bit. She just had surgery. She had cataract surgery in one eye, and she'll be doing the other one before long. And I don't remember very well, but I think mine were 2 weeks apart. And there's reasonings for that. In the beginning, I'm thinking, why are you guys making me do this twice? Why can't I just go ahead and get it all done? There's a series of these eye drops you got to put in. And then even by the time 2 weeks has gone by, you still have eye drops you have to take. So then starts a new eye, but you also have some left for the other eye. It gets quite confusing. But anyway, since I already said my prayers, and I'm not real great at doing that. I do that sometimes, and sometimes I don't. But I do want to say a little prayer for all of us, and we'll include Linda. Because I was too busy praying for my little self when I was down there on my knees. You know, it's okay to pray for yourself. Don't feel bad. I knew a woman once that, she didn't think it was a good thing that she'd be praying for herself. And I'm going, you can pray for a miracle. Doesn't mean you're going to get it, but you can pray for it. Anyway, so let's just bow our heads for a quick minute. Our Father in heaven, we're thankful for this beautiful day that we've enjoyed. Even if it wasn't a spectacular day, we're here and we're alive, and hopefully we're not in a whole lot of pain. I have pain, but so far not as much as I'm sure is coming. And then Linda has pain too. I'd like to ask a special blessing on Linda to help her to recover from her eye surgeries. And she has other problems too. Just take care of Linda and help her feel better. And help us all feel better. I know that there's so many of us that are hurting one way or another. It could just be emotional, which is a big thing. Emotional pain is a big deal. I've had my share of it and I don't like it. So we have to get over that. We just have to find other things that we can do. And research is one of them. I have to do some more research. I'm having problems, and there's things I think that they could tell us is coming. They expect you to go out there and read all that stuff. And I don't know about other people, but with the writing so small and the words so big, I'm not real good at doing that. So I tried to do some reading this afternoon, but I have so much more I need to do. At least I can be grateful that a nurse did try to clue me in. She told me I need to do some research, and so I'm going to. And especially with what's going on now. I mean, it's too long of a story, and I don't want to really tell it now. And I will wait and see what the results are, but there's side effects. There's side effects of this medication that they're putting me on. And there's side effects for taking and draining your hormones, making your skin thin and dry. I mean, not like you're not having problems enough, and they turn around and give you some more. Anyway, I know I'm complaining. I just want people to be honest. I want to know what to expect and what my real choices are so I can make the correct one, you know? I know, probably don't. But it is important to know what they're doing, what they're putting into your body, and what it's doing to you. Anyway, Father in heaven, I'm sorry I rambled on. Please help us all with our problems and help us to find solutions, easier ways, easier paths to take. Help us to get a good night's sleep tonight. And again, especially help Linda with her cataract surgery and her healing. And I say these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. I know, I'm not the greatest. I forget what I'm doing. I start rambling on. I ramble on with Jesus too. But, you know, there's just things. There's things we need to know, and they're not letting us know. You know, they give you the paperwork and tell you to read it. And see, and then the paperwork they give you doesn't have it all. It says if you really want to know more, then go online. But it's just not so easy to understand all that stuff. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that woman told me that part of long-term side effects could be kidney failure. Not good. And then, you know, I'm having problems with really what it turns out to be is regular or normal postmenopausal aging things that go on with your body. Okay? So, we found a little bit of blood in my urine. And here's another example of asking questions, people, because I was talking to the nurse earlier, trying to get information out of her, okay? What was it she was telling me? She told me that there was not a urinary tract infection because nothing grew in the culture thing. But then she tells me that it's a dirty urine, you know, and I'm saying I don't know how that could be because I use their pads. They wanted me to wash with this and that and the other thing and then soap on top of that. I said, I don't know how it could be dirty. Well, all she said was the word dirty. That's all she used, okay? I told her I'd really like to speak to the doctor. Because I told her there's things that she needs to know. Maybe she doesn't understand or realize what all I'm going through, what they're putting into my body. And, you know, that one nurse had said, kidney failure. Okay, that's in the back of my head. So then later, I'm talking to the doctor, or a nurse practitioner, but she's the one that's the doctor. And so I got more information out of her. I said, what does that mean? A dirty urinary thing, you know, and this is my second one this month, and she's wanting me to go take another one. I'm going, what's the point in that? You know? And then she was telling me this and that, and I'm going, no, I used those pads you guys gave me. I used them. I cleaned myself well, and there's not been anything else that could have. However, she does like, this is something she did tell me. I have to remember these things and write them down. But they like for you to pee a little bit and then pee in the cup or the hat. They have a hat they put in the toilet. So I said, nobody told me that. Okay, so, but I still don't see how it could be dirty. So then she explained to me it wasn't dirty. They found blood in my urine. Okay? And she mentioned, I mean, you know, she's talking and I don't know if she's wanting me to hear what she's saying or what. But she did mention, well, lost what it was she mentioned. The dirty urine. Oh, kidney disease. She mentioned the two words kidney disease. Early stages of kidney disease. I'm going, what? So I mean, these things are swirling around in my head. Kidney disease, kidney failure, all kinds of things that could happen down the road, because kidney failure means to me dialysis. And she even mentioned that too. She said it's early stages, it's not like dialysis or anything, but still all those words are popping around in my head. And so I'm not real thrilled. And the thing is, I've had this pain for quite a while. I could have stopped it, and there might be something they can do. Well, here's the deal. The lady that I talked to today, she's like the primary care physician. She's not my cancer doctor. Okay, and the two of us decided that I would go ahead, because I just want the pain to go away. I want the problem to go away. And she said that we could do like a short antibiotic. So we're going to do 5 days of antibiotics, and then see if I have any yeast infection pop up or anything, or I'll have to take something else. But anyway, I just want the pain to go away, and I want to be okay. That's it. It's not the only thing I want. I want to be okay. I want it fixed. And so problems with the kidneys affect the bladder, and I don't really know. All I know is it's a little bit on the scary side, and they really should tell you. And I remember what that woman said, when she was telling me about the long-term side effects. She said, yeah, maybe this can get in there and kill the cancer faster. But your other more natural things, it just won't kill it as fast, but it'll still do the job. So, I mean, okay, I think that's something to think about. And they've told me, it's just been about a year that I've been doing these treatments. I'm not exactly sure. I'd have to figure out. Go back and try to figure out. But I don't think it's been more than a year. So I was with Dad and started my treatments, and then I went to Nancy's, and I think I might have been there 5 months, 4 or 5 months. I had treatments there, and now I'm here. And this will be my 3rd treatment here. Okay, and they're every 28 days. So what does that make? 5 and 3 is 8. So, it almost would be a year. And I think they were saying my surgeon, okay? My surgeon, I went in to see him, and then through a series of events, it took a little while before I actually had my surgery, because he made me have a mammogram on the other side, or he wouldn't do anything over there. Well, I really wasn't asking him to do anything over there. So far I was trying to figure out, how are you going to make these things match? That's what I wanted to know. But, and they're just used to people cutting them both off. Nobody told me really about the ramifications of that either. But, if you have them both cut off, I guess then you have a starting place that's the same. And it's not funny whatsoever. And I have pictures, and it ain't cool. But, it does look better than when he started, because it was a cave when he started. And it's not a cave. I have a mound. I wanted to at least have a mound. Nothing like, being sunken down to your rib cage. Because that's what it was. And then skin all over the place. It was not a pretty thing. It was not a pretty thing. And it still is not, but it's better than it was. Okay? So I'll be talking too much about all that stuff. But, all things need to be considered when you're making a decision about your life and about your treatments. So you get rid of the one thing and you cause a whole bunch more. No, I'm not real happy about that. And then I was reading just a little bit ago, and so it's telling me, there's certain things that are just going to happen when you're my age. Whether you have a problem or not. A lot of women, I guess even at age 40, I was reading about one lady that was 40, started having problems with their bladder control and this and that and the other thing. They were asking me when I was 65 if I'd had any incontinence, and I didn't know what that meant. I'm going, no. Later on down the road, it started, causing me trouble, but it's like a weakness. I'm weak down there. And so I'd be going to the bathroom even when I didn't have to go. I just felt weak, like I needed to go. But then it started being painful. Well, sounds to me like that's a natural deal. So I don't even know that. I don't even know that I should take an antibiotic, because that usually causes a yeast infection for a woman. That's why I think that's why she's just doing. She said a couple of days, but then she said 5 days. Okay, so that's probably half. Maybe seems like it was like 7 days, or maybe it is 10. I don't know. But we did decide to go ahead and do that. But now, after reading online and stuff and thinking about it, and I'm going to go see my oncologist on Thursday. Today is Monday. Okay, so tomorrow I want to go get my blood work done, because I can do that 1 to 2 days before my appointment. I go get blood work done so they can see, they're looking for numbers that have to do with my kidneys, but they don't tell you what. They want to know if it's okay for them to give me those treatments, but it has to do with my kidney function. So what's the rest of the story? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, now that I've bitched and moaned and groaned and all that stuff, I don't know. I'm just not really very happy about it all. And some people really don't care. So, I'm grateful for the woman who told me to look into it. And it's like, I've told you guys before, I don't know if you guys heard it, but I have a friend who told me, you don't burn down the house to try to get rid of the cockroaches. Okay? Now, can you understand that? We don't want to kill me trying to get rid of the cancer. Got it? Well, that's what I get from that. You can live with cancer for years. You don't have to push yourself to a bad spot. And I'm not saying it very well, but, like taking these treatments. The hormone blocker, it takes my hormones away. I know I already said it. But we need our hormones, right? And so here I am, taking what little bit of hormones I got away. I guess we have a lot more hormones than we understand. But Serious Biz, it makes you dry. It makes your skin thin and dry. And that means in your female area, okay? Can't have that. Believe it or not, I'm not dead yet. And I'm trying to say, sex is important. Maybe not, maybe it doesn't matter what age you are. I'm not past where I'm at now. But I'm just saying, you don't try to make things worse for yourself. My dad had prostate cancer. Hindsight's 20/20. And if you were to go back, if he was here and was to go back, he might have decided not to do what they did. They put some brass or copper, probably copper, like BBs, up into his, I'm going to say scrotum. Anyway, up in there where the prostate is. And then they burned it and burned it and burned it. So later on down the road, 10 years down the road, I wasn't living around there. I wasn't living with them and not in the area and didn't know what was going on, but he was in a hell of a lot of pain because of what they did years before. You see, I asked the doctor, I said, what would happen? What would happen if he did not do anything to fight that prostate cancer? And he told me, and Dad and Mom were in there too. He looked at us and he told us, he said, he's going to die from something else before he ever dies of that, the prostate cancer. I mean, he had heart problems. He'd probably had open heart surgery. He had, heart problems, diabetes, and who knows whatever else. But here, let's take the man who has problems already and let's go burn the crap out of his butt. I'm serious, you people. There's things we need to look into. So, I got to look into things a little better, a lot better. Because myself, I know. In my head, I'm thinking the ivermectin is doing a really good job. And I don't like to gamble, especially with my life. It depends on what I find out. She said there also could be a kidney stone or something that could cause the blood in my pee. But the pain is down in the front where the bladder is. I mean, the bladder and the uterus are in the same area. So, but it happens, I've got all those peeing symptoms, what I'm saying? So it makes sense to me, it's the bladder. And then with all the deals, like all the things that you can have wrong with your medicine and stuff, I just read about it. And then the fact that just being old, an aging woman is going to have problems with her bladder. So I have to do some figuring on that. But I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm so tempted to not have that. Like, I take a little pill, okay? I take a little pill every day. That's a hormone blocker. So in my head, I'm thinking that maybe I should just take that little pill, the hormone blocker, and then take my ivermectin. And then all the things that I was reading, I've slowed down on that, but not really reading, but all the things I was listening to from Dr. William Lee and Barbara O'Neill, these are doctors and researchers, and they have found that there are foods that can heal you just as well, people. So, we have the right to choose. That's the deal. And I've just let it be. But I don't think I can let it be anymore. What she told me to do, what the doctor told me to do, is take this antibiotic. And then she said, make sure you take it with food and with a probiotic. Okay? Just letting you guys know what I get told so that maybe it can help you. I don't know. Now, I was taking probiotics, but I ran out. So it wasn't that long ago. Well, I'm not really sure how long it's been since I ran out, but I need to get some more. Probiotics are good for you. As far as I know, they are. I know they help things move, but so does fiber. And they do talk about William Lee, and I'm sure Barbara O'Neill does too, talks about the gut. I don't know the right word. I want to say probiome or something. There's something. The place where these probiotics go is way down at the bottom of your butt. I mean, we're talking about your intestines, okay? And probably your colon and all that stuff. So it's down at the bottom. But it is important, according to what they're saying, and I can believe it. Our eating habits are so far out of whack. It is amazing. But it does make sense, doesn't it? Let's don't burn the house down trying to get rid of the cockroaches, okay? There's got to be a better way. Anyway, I thought I would get on here and just, say a little something because I know I haven't been doing my videos and some of you are worried about me. Thank you very much. Thank you, Linda. And thank you, Izetta. I think that's your name. And Evan, which I thought I saw Alexandra on that. Not sure. And I would only seen that because of the gift certificate thingy. It wasn't a gift certificate. You know what I'm saying? The certificate that says who gave me the gift. So I thought Avon might be a guy. And then there's another one, and I don't know the name on that one. I don't know. I've got it lost in my head, but I understand and I know. And thank you very much for your sweet words. It is nice to be cared for. I hope and pray. I mean, that is one of the things that I pray for is an extended life. An extended, long life with good health so that I can do the things that I want to accomplish. There are things I want to do, but I don't know if that's going to happen. But I do need to believe. Sometimes I let go of my belief, and that's not a good thing. You know what I'm trying to say? You kind of lose hope. I don't want to do that. And I do want to live a long time, but only if I'm not going to be in pain. I'm a baby. I'm definitely a baby. I don't want to suffer. Life, just life. You guys know what I'm trying to say. Going through life and going through hardship and going through emotional problems, that's a lot of pain. I mean, it doesn't have to be a physical pain for you to endure pain. I need to hold my head high. I need to be happy. 'Cause I'm happy. Yeah, I know. It should be right there. That is Happy by William Farrell. Is that his name? I don't know. But I like the song, and he definitely had a lot of people dancing to it, right? So, everybody out there, say your prayers. Pray for yourself. And if you have a thought, you can pray for me too. But it's okay. I mean, I really, as far as pain in my life, that gallbladder situation, that was freaking painful. Yeah, it was. I mean, I remember yelling. It hurt. It hurt really bad. And I had it for 3 years before I knew what was going on, before I actually had an ultrasound and they found out what was going on. But here's the thing, you people. if you have an inkling Olive oil. Olive oil. Is that the one? That would work. Drink some olive oil. Tablespoon, teaspoon. I don't think I'd drink castor oil. But here's the other thing. If you know where the gallbladder is, and actually they're thinking I might have kidney stones. You never know, because I got pain in my back too. But I told her, I said, that's where my cancer is. So it could be from that. It's just hard to know. So she's saying I might need to go to a urologist, or I might have to have a CAT scan. But I did tell her I just want the pain to go away. I want to fix it. And if that's what I need to do to figure it out, we'll see. Nevertheless, so this week is going to be one of those where I'm trying to figure out stuff. And I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, I want to say olive oil, but I just don't know. But the point was, get oil running through there before the stones in there, the gallstones, are big. And you can probably push them right on through. Look up Barbara O'Neill, Dr. William Lee. Just look it up about gallstones. What natural ways to get rid of gallstones? I don't think it's that hard to have some olive oil, especially if you could have it in your salad, or you could cook something with it on the stove. It'll be worth it. So I just wanted to get on here and say, hey, let you know I'm okay, kind of, sort of. I need to quit stressing. That's another problem I've got, is stress. Because that's what's hurting my blood pressure and my heart and all that stuff. So all you people out there, get over it, okay? We got to do some meditation. I'll have to learn about meditation and do some of that on here. That was funny, but true. It's what they said. The first thing naturally to get rid of stress, first you remove the stress, but meditation, deep breathing. Breathe in deep, hold it for a little bit, and then let it out. And when I say a little bit, they said like a couple. I know they didn't mean a couple minutes, but deep breathe in. So I think you must breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. And just stuff like that, okay? Try to stay away from stressful people. People that make you upset. Try to stay away. It's not always so easy. But anyway, I will just say that I love you people. And I wish everything can go our way. I really do. I really do wish that everything would go my way. In the meantime, I will tell you good night. I hope you're feeling better, Linda. Thanks for your prayers for me. And thanks, Izetta, for praying for me. I'm not sure if you told me that you prayed for me, but you still are watching out for me. Thank you. So, good night, sweetheart. Good night.